Hello, good morning everyone. I am Santosh Singh, part of team TOP, and it is my proud privilege and pleasure to be here today. Firstly, I must have a disclaimer that I am not a good speaker, a good orator, neither I am a TEDx speaker. Before Vodafone Idea, I have served with the Indian Army and I am a qualified commander. Indian Army teaches you a lot of lessons. It teaches you a lifetime lessons, and these lessons keep you motivated, keep you accelerated, and keep inspiring you to do well in life. Be it corporate, be it entrepreneur. My instinct with Indian Army has been full of actions. I have served in Kashmir from 2003 to 2007. Also, I was fortunate enough to operate in 2611 in Mumbai, and I was heading the operation in Hotel Oberoi and Trident. The first thing and the most important thing that Army teaches you is the team spirit. It's the spirit the cure. It's the spirit of team building and team leading and team participations which actually inspire you to perform. So I'll quote one of the incident which was in the academy. So in academy, during the cadet days, you have 20 km, 30 km and 40 km runs, and with a battle mode. So this battle mode is nothing but your weapon, which is about 5 to 6 kgs weapon, your water bottle, your backpack, and you run for 20 kilometers. In the academy, the cadets, they come from different background. Some are strong, some are physically fit, and some are physically weak. People coming from military or Sainik school background are fitter than the people, the cadet, who comes from the urban colleges, straight from the colleges. So that was the first run where my own buddy, Devendra Sangha, I remember the name, who was from Uttarakhand, and a cadet who was from the military school background and physically fit. So the race started from start line. The entire company was running. The whole cadet were running, and Devendra Sangha reached the finishing line the first. And he very proudly reached the finish line, stood there, and he thought that they are the instructors and the PT instructors who was waiting on the finishing line. So he got his weapon checked, his magazine, his weapon, his backpack checked, and then he thought, yeah, so he has completed the race, and the entire company is much behind. So let me take some break. The instructor who was standing there came and asked Sangha, well done. Very good. Now, since you have taken this 20 km run, I think you should take some rest. And he asked him to go down and get into a push-ups positions. Sangha was totally to the surprise, but then a cadet has to follow the instructor, and he bent down and got into a push-ups position. Within some time, the whole company got into the finish line, and everybody finished the line, and then they got their weapons, their equipment, everything is checked, so that there is no loss of equipment in the run during the course of run of 20 kilometers. So everybody got the check, so head count was there, and all in was reported. Then instructor asked Sangha to wake up and join the others. That's all. A month later, the same race, but this time it was 30 kilometers. So in this 30 kilometer race, when the race started, now this time Sangha and people like Sangha were seen pulling the weaker cadets. The cadets who were physically weak, they were seen pulling, pushing, making it ensure that all the cadets, they complete the finish line in one go. They complete the finish line together. They achieved that target which was given together. And when this race got closed, same instructor came and called Sangha, come here. Good. This is called the team spirit. There is no way, there is no space for individual glory or individual reward or recognition when there is a team event. Be it football, be it basketball, be it sports, be it any events. As a team, we win. As a team, we lose. And that time, Sangha was called in front of the entire company. People clapped, patted at his back, And that was the time when Sangha felt proud. So if you see the face or you feel that proud what Sangha felt that time, he would not have felt when he came first in the first race. So the army teaches you the very basic teaching, and the best teaching of the army is that as a team we win, as a team we lose. Even in corporate or even in any business, when there is a team and the team is striving or the team is working hard to achieve a given target or given vision or given mission, that is the actual win. And you will not believe me, the satisfaction and the pride which comes into the team leader or the team members, it cannot match the pride or the pleasure you get as an individual. So the army teaches you as a team you win or as a team you lose. I had also an opportunity to have participated in many operations across Kashmir and 2611 in Mumbai. In all the operations, the process are set. The SOP is there, the system is there, people are trained to deal in the operations. But I must tell you, when these are live operations, when the bullets are coming on you, when the bullets are firing, all planning, everything goes for a toss. In the given circumstances, it is very important for the leader and the team to be dynamic. Being dynamic, taking calculated risk, change in the strategy on the spot during a fire is something which is required by not only the team leaders but every team members. Just imagine a scenario. Hotel Oberoi Trident has got 1,000 rooms, and that's a 5-star hotel. Many in the armed forces do not have any idea about the 5-star hotels because they have never been to 5-star hotels. And 5-star hotels, there are 1,000 rooms, restaurants, pantry, kitchen, lobby, lift. Is so architecturally so built up. It is very difficult for a person to go for the first time and operate in this kind of scenario, because as a team we don't know where is the terrorist, whether he's on the first floor, second floor, 10th floor, 15th floor, 20th floor, whether he's in the lift, he's in the lobby, in the swimming pool, he's in the gym, he's in the pantry, he's in the Oberoi building, or he's in a Trident building, or he's in some kitchen, he's in the staircase. Nothing is clear in those circumstances. And when minded, you have to make sure that there is no collateral damage. They are guests, Indian, foreigners. Any room, there is a basic drill in the forge where you break the room, throw a grenade, and then you fire. But that time you know that there is an enemy inside or there is a terrorist inside. But when you don't know whether there is a terrorist or there is a civilian or there is a guest, just imagine a scenario when you are clearing each and every room, and every time you do one mistake and you buy death. You do one mistake, you buy blood. You do one mistake, you buy widows. One mistake of you or your team will get my buddies or my team member to bleed. So the point is that everything is there in this mind. You have to be focused. When you are in any operations, especially in counter-insurgency operations, as a commando, qualified commandos, we were trained to be mentally alert, focused, and clear on the visions. The basic format is same. Fundamental training is same. Keeping the basic right, you have to keep strategizing yourself and within your team and work on it. And the most important thing is the trust. When I am operating with my buddy, one mistake of mine will kill my buddy, and one mistake of my buddy will take my life. So now you see a scenario where two of us are doing an operation or clearing the house, and with entire focus, and still the trust is there that he will not let me down, neither I will let him down. That is the kind of spirit Indian Army teaches you, and this spirit not only work in the forces or in the counter-insurgency operations or in the war. But these are very well applicable in corporate. They are very well applicable here. You miss a target this quarter or this month, you will achieve it next one. You lose a day today, you will get a day tomorrow. But you never get a second chance in the forces operations. You never get such chances. There was one operation in Bandipora. Bandipora is a place in Sopore in Kashmir. And and a quick action team consists of 10 people, with myself and the other 9 people. So whenever quick action team moves, scout number 1 who is carrying the weapon, very focused, scout number 2. So these 2 people are generally covering the entire front. Third, as a commander, as a leader, and any forces security leader, he walks. Then there's a radio operator, because those they don't have a mobile phone, you don't have network, so there's a radio operator, and so on and so forth. So we got an information in Kashmir that in Bandipora, to the east, one of the village which is close to the paddy field, there are few terrorists. And the villages in Kashmir are scattered. It's not like any northern India or southern India villages. The villages in Kashmir are like in a mountain. They are field, paddy field or agriculture field. The houses are very scattered. Based on the information, one village has got about 40 to 50 houses. So based on the information, I along with my QT just bashed in. The information was that the terrorists are in the eastern part of the village, and we entered the village through the northern part. So that we just whenever go to east, garden the house, and then we'll take an action ahead. But the moment we entered the village, suddenly there was a fire. And this fire hit my first scout and my radio operator. So whenever there is an AK, for the understanding of the scenario, whenever there is an AK fire, so AK fire goes into burst, dak gat. So dak, my first scout got killed, gat, me and my second scout safe, gat, third my radio operator got shot. The moment you get, on your right one shot, on your front one shot, the first thing as per training, as the basics, you need to have correct. Walk down, lie down, take shelter wherever applicable, be it tree, be it worm, be it whatever, take a shelter. And then you have to quickly, within second, you have to just change your entire mind. The mind which was there on the east corner house suddenly got into this house. The fire is coming from this house. First thing, like my scout number 1, pulled the first scout back and took him back so that medical aid can be given. I myself jumped, got his weapon and got it back. Because you can't use weapon. The basic dream, the basic teaching of the army says that weapon cannot be given to the enemy. Because that makes the enemy strong, more stronger than you. At the same time, you lose your own strength. So I took the weapon back. My radio operator, I took the radio, and he was also pulled up by the 4th guy for a medical agency. So these are like lifetime scenario where on the spot you start deciding, you start taking a decisions, or you start taking that risk. What to do, how to do, where to do. So in that operations, friend, we lost 1, we killed 5. But there are many teachings when you operate, and lifetime teachings. One is that basics should be clear, but within the basic format, you have to keep renovating. You have to keep innovating new ideas, new strategy. You have to take that decisions, on the spot decisions with that calculated risk, with that speed. That speed is the factor which is very important. And then the entire plan should be very simple and lucid, that your team and the team understand and help you in getting this accomplished. Think new, think bright, and go beyond the regulars. So crossing that regular is very important. For any task you get day-to-day basis, suppose you get a target today to achieve in the market, and you're doing the same routine work every day, going to distributor point or retailer point or doing canopy activities, you have to think something new, you have to innovate something new. Every day when you go in the market or when you do something, you should think what can be better than yesterday, what can be different from yesterday within that given basic fundamental. I am repeating, reiterate within that basic fundamental. So that is the thing, that is the lesson which we all should learn. For example, Vodafone Idea, even if you replace one letter out of Vodafone Idea, it will not be a complete. Same way, a team is not complete without all the ingredients which are supposed to be in the team. With this, wishing you all a very happy Republic Day and Jai Hind.